Now most people think that being Asian automatically means that you're not fat. I mean, take a look at these Asians. Do they look skinny to you? What about Japanese sumo wrestlers who look like walking pieces of meat? I can assure you that there's a lot of GPA scale breaking Asians out there. Yeah, that's what I said. Asians can be fat and dumb. Don't believe me? Here's Exhibit A. My ex-girlfriend. Who said that? When I was born, I was instantly malnourished. What type? Instant. I looked like the skeletal structure for an anatomy class, and it didn't help that I was like 3'11" in high school. Yeah, that one's pretty true. Asians are pretty short. Now I also had to hide my face everywhere, wear a shiesty like my hero King Von, because my biggest op was everywhere. A strong gust of wind. So I remember that my mom told me, honey, you're never gonna get fat. Why? Because I'm not fat, and I can inhale an entire cow and lose half a pound. You have my genetics. Now for the most part, that was pretty much spot on. Now I remember being able to eat literally anything I wanted, and I would stay relatively the same weight. But the problem was, I really like to play sports, but you are not making it at 130. Now, I played a lot of basketball growing up, and I was that undersized point guard that was chucking middies like I'm Steph Curry. But when it came to defense, what the? Now to combat this, I went on a legendary training montage like I'm Creed. Eat, lose weight, eat, lose weight, eat. Hey, wait, what is going on? Now there's something in biology called metabolism, and I think that was responsible for this negative process. You see, for every 1 pound of food I ate, I burned off 5 pounds by breathing air. And as a kid, that was really active. I'm talking like looking like I just got out of a pool after running half a lap around a track. Now, I don't know if it was the food I ate or what. Wait, it wasn't the food. I was eating whatever I wanted. But I knew that being skinny wasn't always a good thing. For one, even though I was really fast, I got completely bodied in contact sports. Like it looked like someone was hitting me with a KB stick all the time. Now, in high school, I became a bit lankier, but my wrist was still the same girth as Shaq's fingers. So what did I do? Well, I ate more food and lost more weight. But the difference now is that I tried to gain muscle. Now, I always wanted a six-pack when I was younger. No deadbeat dad. And I literally became so skinny that there was no fat around my stomach. And boom, easy six-pack. Get Greg Doucette. But seriously, that wasn't a six-pack. That was anorexia. That's a joke. So around my sophomore year, I took up 2 sports with my best friend, cycling and swimming. Cycling was first, and my God, it is so much harder than you think. Biking 20 kilometers felt way harder than I thought. Like I remember I nearly passed out on the sidewalk waiting for a red light because I didn't eat enough before I went out. Now cycling is really tough on your quads and whatever the back part of your lower leg muscle is called. And man, I look like Mr. Olympia from the waist down, including the tiny balls. Now, it was time for the upper body and the second sport, swimming. Now, swimming was surprisingly way harder than I thought. I mean, most non-Olympic pools are 25 meters, and I thought, this can't be that hard, until I swam one length and gassed out like a Tesla after driving 5 minutes on full charge. Now, if you look at a swimmer's physique, man, that shit is insane, bro. I really thought if I paddled for 2 minutes, I would look like that. Now after finally locking in, I started to build my endurance. First 2 lengths, then 4 lengths, then I did a set of 50 meters for 5 times. And then I swam the entirety of the Atlantic Ocean. Now let me tell you, man, my body was, I was no longer skinny, except for my chest. That shit flattered than your views, bruh. Which is why, do you think you're underrated as hell on YouTube? Well, come join the Discord below because I'm doing a video on my subscribers and I'll be picking 5 to 10 channels to review. I'll see you there. Now once I was looking like SpongeBob with those inflatable arms, man, I finally reached every gym rat's dream. Looking like I fill out a regular t-shirt. But after, the entire world shut down like a Travis Scott concert. Community centers closed. Gyms closed.
Hotel? Chicago.
My shoulders went from the size of Death Stars to an average computer science major build, which is still pretty f***ing strong. At this time, Diddy was still throwing huge parties.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
And Kobe was still driving cars. And I was crushing the beat test. Now for many of you, hearing this noise,
the Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity
made you claim to the teacher that, I don't think I can do this. My foot's hurting.
Man, get the back on the line.
Now back to having a build the same thickness as a coin. I was ready to trash talk some of my teammates. I'd be low-key jogging backwards on level 10 whispering, "What's up, big bro?" while waving a Big Mac in his face to keep him going. Now once the whole class tapped out, I was insane enough to keep going for fun, even though my wrist wasn't thick enough to keep an Apple Watch on.
You don't gotta go to work, 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 but you gotta put it